mystery. There I was, in another's mind. Their eyes were mine, and I saw what I was never meant to see. It is theorized by many scientists that our isolation to our own mind means that one person's view is completely different from another person's, often demonstrated by what the color red would look like from person to person. But it goes much deeper than that. We all see different planes of existence. The plane I see is the plane most see, or, as those of the true mind refer to it, Cassis. Cassis is the plane that most of us see because of evolution. Those that saw this plane stayed alive longer, as it is the most useful of the planes, in a practical and social sense. But this is not entirely true, as there are planes much more useful than this one. But those who saw into those planes ascended, as you'd say. Cassis is just one, though, and there exists at least one person who observes each of the others on this earth. Most of those whom you'd call insane observe either the gamma plane, called so because it was the third discovered other than our own. It was discovered by a Greek woman in ancient Greece, also known as Lochis or Mogis. The one I saw was a very rare plane, seen by maybe 2 people who weren't native to it, including myself. The other was the starter of the true mind, who could see all planes in equal measure, native to none. This plane was named by him in his only recently found manuscript of the planes, Stagius. But enough law. Law is boring, and pounding you with the true mind's law is probably bad for my health anyways. I found myself in another's mind. Their eyes were mine. Or did I already say that? Stagius is best described as the uncanny valley plane. Think Cassis, but everything a bit off. Just enough to be unsettled. Viewing the entire world through the eyes of these would, of course, drive even the strongest minds to insanity. The eyes of a man through which I saw the plane were obviously in a mental ward. The walls were padded, but it was just so barely off. It's hard to describe just how it was wrong, but to my best abilities, it was like having white curtains, seeing them every day, all your life. Then one day, you find them green instead, and you can't think of any good reason why, but at a constant surprise and mistrust. Now, revisiting the last paragraph, after a day or 2, I realized that just typing an ominous sentence about it is just not the same as seeing it yourself, nor the least bit creepy. But nothing can even come close to actually experiencing it, to actually seeing it. The whole room gave me an uneasy feeling, from the ceiling to the walls, to the floor, to the door, to the occupants' occasional legs. Everything was like being wrapped in a warm blanket, only to realize later it was human skin, and hastily fling it off you and hate yourself for enjoying its warmth. Every time you look at it, you get a sick, revolting feeling, how easily your trust was misplaced. The man I looked through fidgeted and looked around frantically, as if looking for familiarity. He found himself particularly unsettling, as the few views of his legs, he was in a straitjacket of course, he looked away immediately. To me, his legs were only as unsettling as the rest of the room, but if you found yourself unsettling, it'd make you more unsettled than the other things that give you the creeps. After several hours, the ritual lasting for a radiant amount of time, but for me 24 hours, the man quickly looked to the door. Because the ritual only allows sight, I could not hear the noise that brought about this action, but apparently the warden had brought a meal. The man stumbled over to the tray from his corner and began devouring it, shivering from having to move towards such sights. The meal itself was a very foreboding-looking supper, consisting of what looked like chicken, mashed potatoes, and green beans. The food was distorted. The chicken was clearly a chicken leg and breast, yet somehow I still couldn't be sure of what part of the chicken it could have possibly come from. The potato mound seemed quite regular, yet still found some way to be skewed unnaturally and going off at odd angles. The green beans were somehow normal, completely undistorted and not unsettling, which gave an unsettling thought of why. The following hours, the meal being relatively uneventful beyond the initial visuals, were just as uneventful. All that happened was that the man shambled back over to his corner and sat there. Only then did I realize that I hadn't seen him blink at all. The thought only dawned on me when I noticed he would be sleeping soon. The problem with 24-hour windowing, let's call it, is the sleep. Your mind does not get rest during this, nor your stomach get food, or your thirst get water. Though it is not the longest the ritual can go for, it certainly isn't the shortest. See, the inside of someone else's eyelids can be a very boring event. But surprisingly, the man sat straight up, continuing to twitch and look around. For the next 13 hours, from a 6 p.m. dinner to a 7 a.m. breakfast is what I'm going with, nothing happened, and the sight still remained unsettling, like those curtains from earlier suddenly turning blue a few weeks later, but again constantly. Again, a tray entered the room, but this time the man was looking at the door when it happened. As I expected, a small flap opened and a tray slid in. Before the flap closed, I made out the waist of a person and could feel the unease make me pee myself. If every other person looked like this, I'd be insane too. If just the waist of another person made me pee myself, I'd probably grab bricks at the sight of a whole body. My mind was too paralyzed by fear to really see it clearly enough to describe it, but I don't think I could. The man sat there for a while, suddenly not moving. The best I could guess was that he was just as paralyzed as I was, until eventually he got up and moved over to the tray. It was then my trance was broken. I had a fellow member there to bring me out of it prematurely if something happened, and he took me peeing my pants as a sign to get me the hell out. I'm supposed to record what plane I saw in a tome of planes and found it to be unmarked, meaning no one else has seen it and recorded it. If I wanted to, I could home in on the man I saw through, but I don't honestly want to go back to that plane. The guy goes into a scary house, guy gets murdered trope pops in my head when I think about going back. My fellow members are currently taking a vote on whether they should send me back in for investigation on the man's whereabouts, so we can take him to gain much needed knowledge of this plane. But I don't want to. When dealing with GIS planes, they take a vote on whether to send them back or not if they don't volunteer, and the proceedings usually takes a few days. They review what I report seeing and decide whether or not it's worth risking my insanity and the loss of a member for information. They will probably vote yes, which is why I'm typing now. I read getting your traumatizing events out helps with coping, and a fresh mind is what I'll need if I'm going back in. The release of the verdict comes soon. God help me.
Vai. Eu nem sei se eu tô indo certo.
Shit. Looks like it's the other way.
Ótimo. É que eu podia ter visto isso, né? Considerando que o Leon foi pra esse lado aí. Mas cadê eu no mapa? Aqui. Caralho, Mr. X, com você na minha cola um tanto quanto difícil achar a entrada do lugar aqui. Você pega. O mapa não mostra nenhum tipo de porta, nem nada. Filho da puta. Não, entrei de volta na delegacia, caralho.
You again?
É, então. Não tô achando o orfanato, velho. Caralho, mano, que chato. Ali você tem a Ada pra te guiar pelo caminho que tem que ir. Aqui você não tem muita coisa, não. Os carros de polícia que te atrapalham. Eu vou voltar quando eu for jogar. Quando eu achar o caminho, eu vou voltar, velho. Muita perda de tempo. Vou derrubar o Mr. X aqui pra mim ter mais tempo pra procurar ele, o bagulho. Isso aconteceu quando eu tava em que ponto do mapa? Eu tava aqui, ó. Ah, pô, acho que é o outro lado? Será que era por causa... E aí, gente? Aqui seria... É... Acho que eu estou entrando no caminho certo. Deixa eu ver. Isso aí. Carregar jogo. Quatro, cinco. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You again? Looks like the only way forward.
Ah, porra. Porra. Melhor fugir. Tô num lugar que tem bala. Munição de submetralhadora, que realmente melhoraram pra acabar com esse bicho. E a porta. Vamos até a munição. Ah, mas que chato, velho! Tem mais alguma coisa aqui.
Seriously? Fucking hell.
Seus bosta. Metralhadora dá pra matar você, né? Seus porra. Agora em qual que ficou a minha faca, não sei. Agora eu posso procurar. Que era justamente o que eu esperava que ia ter aqui, uma erva. Uma verde ainda por cima, que é da melhor qualidade. Vou chegar num... Até que estão andando bastante pela rua com a Claire. Mas espero que tenha acabado essas porra. Eu gastei muita bala de metralhadora, apesar que eu peguei mais, né? Ainda assim. Tá. O que nós temos pra cá? Nossa. Eu tô sentindo que logo o Mr. X reaparece. Não vai ser tão fácil assim despistar ele. E atrás a gente não tem nada. Tem um bloqueio de carros aqui. Eu creio que vai ter outra erva verde, né? Uns zumbis por aqui também. Não sei direito onde, mas tem. Fala que tem que pegar, me agredir, né? Que eu tô sem a faca. Tem esse bloqueio aqui. Verde mansinho pra tentar não chamar a atenção dos zumbis. Caso eu chame, eu saber em que ponto que eu chamei a atenção dele, pra mais ou menos onde ele tá. Ótimo, chamei a atenção, foi de cachorro. Isso, atira, mula. Nossa, tá tudo atrás de mim aqui. Deu a porra do cachorro ali. Que chato, mano. Eu tô sem faca. Tem 75 facas de combate no jogo. O cachorro morreu, pelo menos. Eu tô caution de novo, né? Claro que tô. Erva azul. Merda. Nossa, onde é que tá o bonequinho? Não vou ver esse bagulho vibrando e não achar onde tá. Pelo visto eu não tenho tempo pra isso, né? Então... Oh, é o ônibus esse aqui, né? Nossa, o ônibus tá escuro. Ali tem um zumbi aqui.
Oh no.
Caralho! Quem disse que não tem o busão? Não só tem um busão, como tem uma granada no busão. Ainda tô empesteado. Esse bagulho aqui. Ele tá em cima do busão? Tá, depois eu pego esse daí. Ah, cheguei no orfanato aqui, ó.
It's gotta be the orphanage.
Ah, porra.
Hang on, Sherry.
Caralho, tinha cachorro ali. A porta que eu fechei. Ali é o portão, a porta de entrada. Tá. No jardim faria todo sentido ter erva, né? Não tem.
Hello? I have the pendant! Sherry? Sherry, are you here?
Só confirmando. Olha, aqui não tem nada, mas no banheiro tem. Já viu como ela vai explorar? Eu sei onde ela tá por causa que eu joguei com ela. Nossa, esse lugar é uma corrida de obstáculos. Peguei logo um spray também. Nossa, ainda tem item aqui? O banheiro tá tunado. Bonado esse banheiro aqui. Cadê o item que eu não peguei aqui ainda? Esse lugar não é muito grande. Aqui, ó. Carta do diretor. Ei, eles faziam um experimento nas crianças. Nossa.